I see a really tie. You talked about X, and when you explained it the first time, I really saw like a shout to even my ex self too, like my ex person that
I
didn't
love
work
that.
out, didn't pay attention to themselves, that kind of stuff. So I see a really good tie in here, and I'm excited to hear some more of your episodes. And uh, we're going to talk a little bit about maybe what you guys used to do with fitness, or what you're currently doing with fitness, and then we're going to take it from there. So who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about fitness, wellness? Maybe Amanda, since you have a wellness business, let's start with you.
Okay, so I'm not really, I'm not currently active in any type of like gym situation or home workout situation. Unfortunately, right now, I just can't figure out where to put it into my daily schedule. I'm just so busy with all of the things. I'm a mom and a wife as well, so my time is already allocated. And by the time I have time
Mhm.
to work out, I'm just lazy, to be honest. But I have had personal trainers before. I have done the whole fitness journey. I like to I definitely like to work out. I like the idea of it mostly because it allows you to connect with yourself. And I'm a big believer that self love and connecting with ourselves and finding that thing that makes us confident in who we are, and working out and fitness and health is definitely one of those, because we just want to be the best version of ourselves for all of the people in our lives, right? So
Yep.
reach.
And
Well, I guess
Lily?
it's my turn.
It's your turn
It's
now.
my turn now.
Your turn.
Okay, so I guess in the past, I wouldn't say I was heavily into working out all the time. I did have two different types of personal trainers. One was a female, one was a male. Different times, but it different experiences. I have joined gyms on and off. However, I get gym phobia. When I walk in, it's like my brain has a complete fart and I don't know what to do, which is weird because it's like, and as much as machineries are great, I like using your own body to work out.
Mhm.
I worked prior to being a photographer in hospitality, and I mean, Mauro, we go way back. So,
Yep. Yeah.
ice cream patio days. But
Shout out.
hospitality kind of ruined my life from
Mhm.
stress. Not, I wouldn't say I was eating junk food, but I wasn't eating properly. I may have had one meal and scarfed it down in like a minute because I
Big
had
time.
no time.
Mhm.
Lack of sleep, all these things, and it wound up pushing me to gain weight. And I'd say since the beginning of 2020 of January, I have been working really hard on what I'm eating, what I'm putting into my body. I've been slowly trying to work out a few days a week, from doing yoga, skipping, just using your own body for weights and everything like that. But that's it right now, currently what I'm doing. So
Mhm.
it's just a different kind of lifestyle, but I'm just trying to better myself and not make excuses.
Of
But
course, and I think it's this COVID also that makes this thing even harder, right? Like you can't even get out of the house in some cases to go do a workout, whatever, right? So it's understandable that people are sort of bogged down with all the responsibilities, and it seems like you can't even leave the house, or we weren't able to leave the house for quite some time. So who feels like they're motivated to work out when you have to do other, you see the laundry in the corner, you hear a kid crying, whatever it is, right? There's always something going on that maybe distracts you, right?
you know, yeah, and honestly, I think it's more of the sense of like I'm the type of person that if I would love to work out at 5 o'clock in the morning and get it over
Mhm.
and done with, but then other things happen or laziness happens, and then if you just don't do it when you say you're going to do it, it really just screws up the entire day.
Yeah, but that's where the whole point of like, it takes 21 days to form a habit,
Yeah.
and you just got to do it. You got to wake up and find that motivation to say, just get it done.
Mhm.
Because if you don't just get it done, then
You
you're not
ain't
going to
never
do it,
gonna do it.
right? When you keep giving yourself excuses.
Mhm.
Amen to that.
So I feel like, Amanda, you just gave me some permission to talk about that then,
Sure, go ahead.
because I know you said that it's a hard thing being a mother, and I work with a lot of mothers, right? And the biggest thing I always talk about with mothers is like you need to to pour into your own cup so that you're able to be there for other people. If not for yourself, at least for other people, right? Because a lot of mothers talk about, all these other responsibilities.
Yeah.
And you just talked about 21 days, right?
Mhm.
So what my suggestion to anybody in your situation, maybe not specifically to you, is to just start with something, whether it's something like a 10-minute walk, it's a 10-minute workout, just getting your 10,000 steps, or focusing just on your nutrition, or getting as much sleep as humanly possible with kids in the house, right? So you do what you can, get started, get some momentum, and then you could always do the right thing down the road, right? Because life always happens in spite of your best laid plans.
Absolutely. No, I completely agree with that. It definitely is. You just got to find that thing and you just got to do it. And that, and just like you said, 10 minutes then turns into 15 minutes. 15 minutes turns into 20 minutes. Next thing you know, you're in that routine. You're doing it every single day. We all know that we can do a lot more. Unfortunately, social media and all the other distractions that happen in life are really the ones, and part of the excuses is really what it is. It's all full of excuses. I wake up at 4:30 a.m. every day. I definitely can get out and go for a walk, hit my stairs in my condo and just go up and down and do something. But, my excuse is like, oh, what if the neighbor's here? Or, oh, this, or, oh, you're constantly giving yourself excuses. And that's the biggest problem in most people's health and wellness journeys, right?
And sometimes you got to sort of keep yourself accountable, or as Lily has done, like you have a coach that makes sure that you're doing the thing that you said you're going to do, right? And of course, this is not a plug for coaches, but I will say that it could be just your best friend, like between you two, for example, like you guys have each other maybe on your Apple Watch or whatever it might be, to ensure that you're hitting the target. So it could be a group chat, it could be whatever you guys want, right? And again, I'm not specifically speaking to you two now. I'm speaking to everyone who's listening, right? I think there's ways that might not be the ideal. It might not be an hour in the gym 5 times a week. It might not be meal prepped on Sundays. It might not be 8 hours of sleep, but it's something that's moving in the direction to where you want to go, right? And a lot of us tend to have this on or off mentality. And we should look at it more as like a knob, where we turn the volume up as little or as much as we can to move us towards our goal.